This is problem 4 from chapter 7. Calculate approximately how long it takes light to travel from the sun to the dwarf planet Eris. We start by figuring out what kind of problem we're dealing with. They want us to figure out how long it takes in time. And we're talking about the traveling of light. So that's going to be moving at the speed of light. And we need the distance between the sun and the dwarf planet Eris. Eris is a very distant Kuiper belt object, which we learn about later in the quarter. In the text, on page appendix 4, it said that Eris's distance from the sun is 67.7 AU. Also listed there is that the distance is 10,120 times 10 to the 6th kilometers. So we have a choice of units for our distance there. The speed or velocity that we're going to travel from the sun to Eris is the speed of light. The velocity of light I found in the text. That'll be our velocity, 3 times 10 to the 8 meters per second. We have a little bit of a problem here. This is kilometers and this is meters. At some point we're going to have to make a conversion to make everything in the same distance units so that all our distance units can cancel out so that we can get an answer expressed in time. Usually it's easiest to do that at the beginning of a problem, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to multiply by a conversion factor. I don't want meters, I'd rather have kilometers. So I want to cancel out the meters and get kilometers instead, and of course I know that 1 kilometer, kilometer, is 1,000 meters. That's what the kilo prefix means. So it turns out I needed to divide by 1,000. That's 3 times 10 to the 5 kilometers, or 300,000 kilometers. We're trying to solve for the time. Velocity is distance over time. I want time. If I multiply both sides by time, times cancel. If I divide both sides by velocity, velocities cancel over here, so time is distance divided by velocity. Now we can put in our numbers. 10,120 times 10 to the 6th. That is 10,120 million kilometers, or just over 10 billion kilometers. So our distance, our speed is, let me correct what I had here. I converted the meters to kilometers. It was still divided by, or per second. Sorry. Divided by 300,000 kilometers per second. That's how I knew there was a problem, is that I have to get a time unit coming out of this. Kilometers are now going to cancel. This number divided by that number is 33733 seconds. And we got seconds because it's 1 over seconds. That doesn't mean too much, so let's do a little extra conversion. The problem just said how long, so in principle we could have left this in seconds. But let's convert by using that every 1 minute is 60 seconds, and every 1 hour is 60 minutes. That's going to be converting our answer into hours because our seconds now cancel and our minutes cancel. This number times 1 divided by 60 times 1 divided by 60, 9.37 hours. So there we go. That's the time it takes light to travel from the sun to the dwarf planet Eris.